Good morning, my friends. This was my breakfast view. It's awesome. I have a very late start today, again. It seems to be my normal. It's about 8 a.m. I'm just hitting the trail and it's already so hot. It's already like 84 degrees, maybe a little more. So a hot day ahead of me. We should do a lot of climbing today, so there's that. And another thing, yesterday I had my first ever 20-mile day. It's so awesome. Like today my body's definitely feeling it, but I'm still so proud of myself. I hiked 20 miles in one day. I think it was like first time ever for me hiking that sort of distance in one day. So I am pleased with myself. And that's kind of why when I woke up and my legs are a little sore, I didn't sweat it in the morning. I just had a lie-in and made myself a nice breakfast, had a beautiful view with my breakfast. Didn't hurry with packing up. I checked water sources and camping spots and everything. So I will probably be doing just 16 miles today. I don't want to do more because the part after that is supposed to be like really washed out, and you need to do a lot of work to find a trail. So I'll probably leave it for tomorrow morning when I'm fresh and not exhausted. So 16 miles for today. First water source 10 miles ahead. I have way too much water, I think, but I hope it will make me drink more. Because yesterday I was really getting dehydrated, and when I took my siesta, I think I drank like 1.5 liters of water just to rehydrate myself. So I camelled up a little bit this morning and need to drink more often and drink more. So I will definitely go through that water I have. Because again, it will be a very hot day. We are very exposed in here. No shade whatsoever. So hydration is essential. Without being hydrated properly, I wouldn't go very far. So I think I will go through those 3 liters of water I have right now before I reach the water source. Like last night was pretty crazy. I did 5 miles from the last water source, which is way more than I expected to do actually. But there was not really good spots to camp. It's really windy. Excuse me. I'm really exposed. And we were getting close to this highway, I think it's I-10. And I didn't really want to sleep next to the traffic noise. But when I got into that underpass, there was an awesome trail magic in there. I caught just a tail end of it. But I can imagine like in the middle of a day, it's just spectacular. Mama Bear, she's the lady who's running it. She's amazing. She's so sweet and so friendly. I got to talk to her just a little bit because they were just packing up. But still, I got some fresh fruit and a little bit of candy. She had like cold water in there. It was awesome. Thank you so much, Mama Bear. And those last like 2 miles leading up to it were tough 2 miles. Like all of it was in like really, really deep sand. So you had to work for those miles. It was a flat area, but the deep sand, that sucks the energy right out of you. So she had like little camping chairs in there, so you could sit in a chair. Oh my God, it was so awesome. Oh. And before that, in those flats, I had my first rattlesnake encounter. Like true rattlesnake, not those two tiny little snakes I saw earlier. And this one was pissed off. I pissed him off. I was like 2 feet away from him. I was just walking on this on the trail. I was already getting pretty tired, and oh boy, it made me run. He started rattling when I was like right next to him, like not even 2 feet, and it scared the living daylight out of me. I just started skipping and running just to get away from him because I didn't see him at first. I just heard him super close to me, and yeah. Then when I looked around, he was there right next to the trail, like coiled up with like head sticking up, ready to strike. Like, oh boy. I tried to take a picture of him without like getting closer, because I don't know how fast these snakes are over like a distance of like 10 feet or something. So I just like zoomed in and tried to take a picture. I don't know how clear the picture will be, but hey, the memory is here to stay. It made my heart race though, that's for sure. So, first rattlesnake encounter. How thrilling. I could continue the trail without seeing another rattlesnake. I'm good for that. So, whew, it was a interesting day yesterday. Oh, and by the way, at the bottom of my pack, hidden under like my emergency blanket, was my blue buff. So I didn't lose it. How awesome is that? I just hid it from myself very well and didn't see it yesterday. So I'm thrilled that the only thing I lost is my white brim hat. And not my favorite buff. Look at this brave little guy. Always these lizards just run away when they hear you approaching. But this one, he's sunbathing, doing push-ups. The climb from down there all the way up here was brutal. Oh my God, it's super hot. It's like over 100 degrees now. And the climb was steep. Whew. Well, I don't like being cold. I hate being cold. My body just doesn't handle heat well either. So it's not easy. Whew. Quite often I have to stop and rest because not because my muscles or because I'm short of breath, but because my heart rate is skyrocketing, and I can feel it like pulsing in my temples. So I have to stop and wait for my heart rate to go down a little bit before I can continue. So I have been going slow, like really slow on this stretch. Heat is slowing me down, my friends, quite considerably. Whew. It looks like we'll be going downhill for a little bit before we start climbing again. But it's for sure beautiful in here. Those hills kind of remind me of the backdrop of the TV show MASH, you know, from the intro and the helicopters landing. Kind of looks similar. I don't even know where it was filmed, but it does look similar, doesn't it? I don't know what this plant is, but it smells so good. Oh my god, I could just stay here sniffing it. Oh yep, I did that too. And it was awesome. Getting here the last mile and a half was brutal. Really, really hot, no shade anywhere. Very sandy, rocky trail. But this is awesome. The weather's cold, but just the right amount of cold. Bunch of us sitting in here, taking a siesta. I had just crossed the river. I'm on the trail again. It's like 5 p.m. So it was a very long siesta, but amazing one. There was a bunch of us just sitting in the shade and chilling, and all of us took a dunk in the river, and it felt so good. Oh my gosh. We got there like half cooked in our own skins, and the water felt so good. It was just the right amount of cold. It was cold enough to be nice and refreshing, but not too cold. So amazing, amazing. I still have like 6 miles to go. Looks like I will be hiking the last 2 miles in the dark. That's all right. All good. Was totally worth it. So don't regret a moment in there. This is trail, people. One moment you're cooking to death in your own skin. The second moment you're chilling in the river. Awesome.